Lewis, Dave Fellows and Bruce Telford all get a great start here, Phil, and that new Aprilia RS660, the future of Pro Twin racing. It's good to have them in there as well.
Oh, it is. You know, like we've got to look to the future. The RS660 is definitely a fantastic bike. But when looking at the racing we've had so far, some of the older bikes are still reasonably competitive. So that's good to see. And hopefully we're working on a formula to bring them all a little bit closer and make it even closer and better racing again.
Oh, this is something special here. We love our Pro Twin racing, and this 10 lap is going to be all on. We had a bit of drama yesterday when we crossed the finish line, and we had Dave Fellows credited with the win, but when we look back at the footage, the technology at the photo finish, it was credited to Johnny Lewis. So exciting stuff, and a good thing, Phil, to see the technology used to its full effect and get the right result.
Oh, totally. I think it's something that all motorsport and all forms of sport are using these days, and we've got to use it more and more, because things are becoming closer and closer, and we want to get the right result for the right people.
All right, exciting stuff here for the TR20 Motorsport team. They've got a 1-2 on the cards at the moment. Dave Fellows leads, Bruce Telford in second place. Go back to Johnny Lewis, our race winner here yesterday, and he's on the gas. Bob Irving, Jared Horn, they are fourth and fifth, but they'll be first and second in the pre-2020 category. We go back to Nick Southerwood, an experienced veteran in this Pro Twin lineup. Then look to Vaughan Main on his SV650. He's in the pre-2020 category as well. And just what the doctor ordered for TR20 there, Phil, 1-2 on the cards.
Oh yeah, I mean the team have put in a heck of a lot of work to get those two bikes together, and it's a credit to them, and it's good to see them being so competitive. And I know the TR20 crew are very competitive, and they always bring their main game every time they come to the track, which is fantastic.
All right, let's check this one out. They're down the back straight here and on their way to turn number 7, the elbow. It's still Dave Fellows ahead of Bruce Telford. Then look to Johnny Lewis. Johnny, he is going to want to try and get in front of Bruce as soon as he can. Phil, he's letting Dave get away with this one if he stays in behind.
Yep, it's good to see that they've got a really good battle. Dave always just seems to get it off the line that little bit better. Johnny's very competitive. I've known him for many years in all forms of racing that he's done, and he will give it 110% to get right up there again, which is awesome.
All right, this is shaping up nicely. Dave Fellows leads in turn 1. We've got it all to play for here. We've also got Bob Irving. He's got himself in the mix as well, so look out for him to come alive in 4th place. Just awesome. And to have another manufacturer recognising that pre-2020 class, good for the sport there, Phil.
Oh yeah, there's not too many ER6 Kawasaki's out there in racing. They are a good bike once they're set up. Like Bob's bike is obviously very well set up. He's a very quick rider. Great to have him in the class this season and doing so well. He's taken it to some of the more sort of established riders, and that's what we like. And everybody loves it.
All right, Dave Fellows leads out of turn 7. Johnny Lewis has got himself into 2nd place, so now we can get excited about this one here. It's going to be 7 laps to go when Dave crosses the line, and let's have a look at some split times and some lap times here. It's Dave clocks in there. He goes quickest with a 1:04.3, but now Johnny Lewis, it's 1.5 seconds, and you can imagine, Phil, that's not going to be 1.5 seconds for very long. Johnny on the move.
Oh no, he's a very measured rider. He waits for the right moment, and he just keeps pushing and I'd say it won't be too many more laps and he'll be up behind Dave. And obviously we've got some more battles further back in the pack sort of heating up as well, which is great. I just see Vaughan there has gone past number 74, Jared. So that's a good points move for Vaughan.
Absolutely. We're looking at the title fight at the moment, and in the pre-2020 category, Bob Irving got that crucial 11-point lead, so Vaughan's going to have to try and maximise every points opportunity he gets, Phil.
Oh, totally. And given it's his first time here at Teretonga as well as Jared's, I think both those riders are doing exceptionally well. We've got a couple of others their first time here as well, and I think, to be honest, all riders are doing really, really well, and it's another fantastic day here. More great racing. Can't ask for more.
All right, it's heating up as well because that one there, purple lap time, Johnny Lewis, the fastest lap of the race, a 1:04.005, and that has got it down to 0.7 of a second. He's 7/10 quicker than Dave on that lap around. This is heating up with 6 laps to go. This is going to be awesome. So well done to Bruce Telford. He's still in 3rd place, so hanging on to potential podium position for him. Then look to Bob Irving. He's in a lonely old ride in 4th in the race, but that's the first of the pre-2020s coming home. And now we've got Vaughan Main, who's got ahead of Jared Horn. So that's 5th and 6th in the race, but that's your podium at the moment. So we've got 1, 2, 3 as the podium in post-2020, and 4, 5 and 6 is the podium in pre-2020. This is going to be exciting, Phil, and at the near halfway stage of this race, have a look at it now, there's nothing in it.
Oh no, and just looking across the track now, Bob Irvine's making some great gains on Bruce Telford there on the Aprilia. Vaughan and Jared are going hammer and tongs, passing each other, slipstreaming. Again, you know, fantastic close racing. And we've got some of our other riders just creeping back up through their pace-wise, you know, and hopefully they'll maintain that and get some good positions and points as well.
All right, Johnny, a little bit quicker again than Dave, so now it's down to 0.3 of a second. It is on at the front. 5 laps to go. We're directly halfway through race 2 of the weekend for Pro Twins, and it is electric at the front. Look out, Bruce Telford in third place, because Bob Irving's reeling him in frantically, so that's going to be pretty exciting for them, but don't need to go too silly there, Phil. Do different classes out there, but these guys, when the visor goes down, it's all race pace, isn't it?
Oh, totally. You know, there's some of our riders on the older bikes, they're probably a little bit more established with these setups. A lot of people are still learning the characteristics of the Aprilia, but in time to come it's just going to continue to be more and more competitive, which is ultimately what everybody wants to see.
All right, this battle at the front is electric, and it's one thing for Johnny to be quicker than Dave and catch him up, but it's another thing to pass him. We saw that in the Grand Prix. What a Grand Prix that was, Phil, and one of those times where, yeah, you were a bit unfortunate your bike was broken, but man, that was a hell of a race to watch, that Pro Twin Grand Prix.
Oh, totally, and even yesterday's race, if you actually look at it, between Dave and Johnny, there is some fantastic close racing, and exactly as you say, it's one thing getting close, but you've got to get past them. And as we saw yesterday, that absolute photo finish, and I think that's just how we're going to see more and more of that sort of thing happening.
All right, so Dave Fellows, he was untouchable in the North Island. He got the pole position and the 3 wins at Manfield. But then we went to the South Island and Ruapuna, and it was Johnny that won 2 out of 3 there. So this championship is absolutely electric. There's only, 14 points in it there, Phil. And you can imagine Dave's going to come alive in the North Island, so look out for it.
Oh yeah, Dave will not give up 1 inch. He'll just keep going hard, and it's going to be a big challenge again for the riders coming from the south back to the north. But I think it's just going to be fantastic racing, and hopefully we'll have a few more riders on the grid back in the North Island. A shame quite a few couldn't make it down here to Teretonga. It's a fantastic track, fantastic facility, and we just need to keep using it more and more.
All right, so Dave has responded. He just put his fastest lap in the race. It's not quite as quick as Johnny's fastest, but a 1:04.1. So at this late stage of the race, Dave is responding to the pressure getting piled on him, but look out for it. Into turn 2, the Castrol bend. And Phil, as far as racetracks on a 650 twin, this will be about as good as it gets.
Oh, I think the 650s and the Pro Twin class suits pretty much most of our tracks, to be honest. There's some really competitive times coming from our riders on those bikes against other races and bikes and classes, and you know, the whole ethos behind Pro Twins is trying to keep the costs down as well, which is going to be really important in the coming years with how things are financially.
All right, so let's go look out for them down the front straight. There's only going to be 2 laps to go when Dave Fellows crosses. He has led this entire race. Johnny Lewis has had to work hard. He's got himself into the pound seat to take this one, but let's go. 2 laps to go for our front 2. And again, consistent lap times, slightly quicker that time for Dave, so it's gone out to 0.4 of a second. Bobna into 3rd place ahead of Bruce Telford, but that's 2 battles in a separate class, so no drama there for Bruce Telford, still hanging on to that final spot on the podium. And then a couple of experienced Pro Twin campaigners there, Phil, Jared and Vaughan, still going at it.
Yeah, obviously the bikes have got their strengths in different places. We saw just with Bruce at the end of the straight here, he was up the back of the Kawasaki, but through the infield, the Kawasaki just seems to have a little bit more. And as you said, we've got Vaughan and Jared going for it, and again they've got their strengths and weaknesses at different corners, so they're closing, spreading out, closing, and can't ask for better racing.
All right, out of turn 7, our race leader goes. It's still Dave Fellows. He's led every lap so far. Can Johnny Lewis find something? The white flag ready and waiting. We've got 1 lap to go when they cross the line, and it is all on. We had a great race here yesterday. They were separated by nothing, and Johnny pulls up side by side. He's going to have a look into turn 1. This is electric, Phil, and what a last lap we've got in store here.
Oh, yep. It looks as though Johnny's got him, but I'm sure Dave will be coming back through the infield as he does, and he won't give up at all, and again it's just going to create better and better racing. It's a shame we've got sort of a few little races within the race, but it's all really good, tight stuff, and I love it.
Oh, we love this. All right, Johnny Lewis now leads Dave Fellows in through the S's. This is brilliant. What a show from Johnny Lewis. He's stalked him for 9 odd laps and now pulled the trigger with the white flag out, 1 to go. Dave Fellows, can he respond? He's really good through this section, and that TR20 Aprilia is hooked up all good round here. So let's have a look. It's going to be that big drag race again. Dave tries to pull up alongside into the Brickyard, and what a move, Phil.
Oh, awesome.
Absolutely
That was
unbelievable.
Awesome. Yeah. And, you know, given that bike had a big accident the other day, again, the team have pulled everything together, got it back on track, and it's performing so well.
Checkered flag time, and it's a major big win in the championship for Dave Fellows. That is a statement to have put a big move in the Brickyard before turn 7. That is a magical move, and Dave Fellows will get the win ahead of Johnny Lewis, and this time definitely not up for dispute that result there. Bobby comes home in 3rd place, but that will be first of the pre-2020 Pro Twins. And then look to Bruce Telford. He will round out the podium for post-2020 racing. And let's have a look at this one here. Jared Horn's going to hang on to it. Nick Southwell's going to get in there, but that's going to be 4th in class for him. Vaughan Main, 7th place there, will be rounding out the podium. And just goes to show how much fun Pro Twin racing is out there, Phil.
Oh, it is. I mean, I've been involved with the Pro Twins for 12 years now, and to be honest, I have no desire to change classes. Good, cheap racing, running the SV myself. Great camaraderie amongst all the competitors, and I don't think we could ask for anything more when we come away on a big trip like this, to all hang out together, play on track, and then you know, talk to each other afterwards.
Oh, that was one for the ages. Well done to Dave Fellows. He will come home in 1st place ahead of Johnny Lewis. Bob Irving there in 3rd place for that one there, and then look at Bruce Telford. So exciting stuff for our teams there. And we're going to cross down to Neil, who has an electric podium. It's Dave Fellows, Johnny Lewis and Bruce Telford on the post-T20 Pro Twin Racing. Bob Irving and Jared Horn with Vaughan Main are going to be credited with the pre-2020 podium. So electric scenes, and we will cross down to Neil.
Well, good morning, and our first video to make today, and here on the dummy grid at the moment, and Bruce Telford, what a good day, hey? How lucky.
Yeah, I'll dedicate this one to my son. He's had a really rough weekend, and God, I feel sorry for him, you know, it's just been, but no, awesome.
Hey, what he's been trying, you know, to put all the gear back on and see whether his body's capable. He's just been giving everything, hasn't he?
He's given it all, yeah, top points for that one.
All right, TR20 in this Aprilia though, Bruce, lovely bike to ride.
Oh, it's absolutely cool, I'm loving it. It's quite different. I used to ride in the big bikes, but now I'm on a little bike. Got to change the lines and ride a bit different these days, so I'm picking it up, and yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there. Well done, Bruce Telford, taking it away, so nice to see. Well, our race dramas yesterday, and an opportunity this time to check things out, Johnny, and well, you didn't quite win that one.
No, I didn't actually. I had a bit of a moment through the Brickyard. She came around, so I had to shut it off, and Dave was right there. Okay. So true credit to him. There's no dramas like yesterday.
Yeah, indeed. What are track conditions like already?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, maybe the tyre's gone off a wee bit, but yeah. Hey, no, it's good. Happy as.
Happy as. That's nice to hear, Johnny Lewis. So here we are. Now that's better. That's better, Dave. Smile on your face. That's a good one.
Yeah, really happy with the race. I was feeling the body this morning, really hurting, just feeling completely exhausted and knackered. So, a bit anxious going into this one, but felt comfortable on the bike. We're setting a pretty fast pace, low falls, and Johnny was just on me the whole way, so I was just trying to keep focused and not making mistakes like I made a couple yesterday, which is pretty good. Well, I was really happy with the race, but yeah, the last few laps were just a real struggle. The rib was starting to give me a bit of stick stopping and turning the bike, but yeah, well done to Johnny on the pass, and fortunately for me, he made a little mistake and it was that pass. Yeah, very happy. I just want to give a huge shout out to the TR20 team. It's been a super tough weekend, particularly for Dylan in hospital last night. Body's sort of okay, but then went out to go out this morning, which was pretty heroic, and the engine blew up. So yeah, it's been a really tough weekend, but yeah, big shout out to them. Love those guys, and poor Joe works her ass off, the backbone of the team. So full credit to them, and of course Luke and Ryan here to help out the team as well. Without them, it'd just be a real struggle. So. Yeah.
And you're not giving credit to yourself, because people can't see out there the fact that this bike is looking very second-hand Thursday, and you just thought you'd give it an extra session, and the last session was a nail in the coffin, but the work to have done Thursday night, Friday night, get it here over the weekend is a full credit to you as well.
Yeah, I mean the team did an amazing job fixing the bike up. It was in a really sad state, and yeah, like you said, I just went out for that last session that I didn't mean to, and the tyre was cold, so that was a silly mistake I won't do again, but yeah, the bike's actually running well considering how it looks. The body's feeling a bit second-hand too, but yeah, we'll get through the weekend and then looking forward to the North Island as well, where I think we'll go well.
Thank you, Dave. Great speech, man. Don't we love these guys? How good as we draw the guys in from the second group. So that's the post-2020, the more modern bikes. In fact, all of them, the beautiful, the prettier 660. Here we go back to the others, the earlier SVs that we have in our lineup. And Vaughan, a third place. Mate, what's going on?
Oh, I'm sort of slowly getting there, eh? It's a bit difficult learning the track and all that, but yeah, I felt I could have had Jared there, but it just didn't happen. But,
you were so close.
Yeah, man. We're getting there. Like, just bike feels good, body feels good, so hopefully we can get him in the third one.
Hey, first time you've been road racing a little while, but it's a long way to come here from Auckland to Invercargill. Is it worth it when you get to a track like this?
Oh yeah, it's mint as down here. It's a good environment. It's a relaxed environment, which is nice because when you're relaxed, you go fast. So yeah, no, I like it down here.
Good man. Nice to see you. Well done. As we check out Jared, he's back on the podium. So for you, Jared, you probably throw Ruapuna away, and here at Teretonga doing a much better result.
Yeah, no, sort of picked my game up again here, and that was a bloody awesome battle with Vaughan. I know I was holding him up through the infield, but I just had a bit more legs down the straight, so I could get him on the straight every time. But I basically just rode defensively and blocked his lines to try and pass me. So yeah, no, it was bloody good race.
All right, indeed. And your likes of this circuit?
Yeah, no, it's different. There's not very many places to pass, and it's really fast. It's it's a cool track. And yeah, I just got a big massive thanks to say to Kip Racing, Pirelli tyres. What else we got? Scooterazzi, AGV helmets, RST leathers, motor movers. Yeah, those guys have all been great support. And KSS, Rob Taylor and their crew have set us up with a really good shot.
Beautiful, Jared. Good words. Nice to see. So let's get the man in the machine up here today. And Bob, look at that smile, eh?
Yeah, no.
Says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, I love being up here. Love having a chat with you after the race, and happy days.
Yeah, indeed. All right, we've got to keep telling the people back home that the South Island's the place to be, don't we?
Yeah, no, 100% need to come down here and experience what the South has to offer.
All right, indeed. Laps, you're doing a few more because you're living in these parts of the country now. Do you love this place even more today now that you can be on the podium?
Oh, yeah, no, I love every time I'm walking in the gates here, but no, today's a special day, and I'm glad that my dad's here so he can watch me as well. So no, it's overall just been a great weekend.
All right, you got that CF Moto working well, haven't you?
Yeah, no, that CF Moto 650 MT works wonders. If anybody in the paddock wants one, come and see me at Action Sports Wanaka.
There you go. There's the sales pitch as well. So there we go. Bob Irvine, ladies and gentlemen, and a great speech from Bob, loving all that. So there we go. That's one of our double classes. Most of the other podiums are individual, but we've got our later model bikes for the lineup for our Pro Twins and the earlier model in the second row. So rather than be disadvantaged by the modern technology and the latest, greatest of machinery, the guys still with their older bikes, affordable bikes. bike. So, you can get into something like this for a very affordable price, and it's a great one. Thanks to Phil Munt for backing up Brad in the comments there. Always had a much appreciation for Phil and what he's done for Pro Twins. It's a cool class as part of our family. This is Aon Insurance and Pirelli Tyres NZSBK, New Zealand Superbike Road Race Championships, coming at you loud and proud from a super sunny Southland night. You cannot find a cloud, folks. You cannot find a cloud. They say, where's the cloud in the sky? Sometimes you have a nice day with a bit of cumulus out there and fluffy stuff. It is gone today. It is absolutely gone. You've almost got a clear view of the penguins at Antarctica from here, and they're hibernating at the moment anyway because it's probably a bit warm for them as well. It's beautiful. We're going to get a trackside temperature, I'm sure, in the 50s, and I'll explain that a little bit later on as to just how hot it gets here on the tar seal, near the concrete, on this black asphalt out here. When you have the sun reflecting off it, when you've got the beautiful UVs above us, it'll be a scorcher down here. So not too late, folks, to make a decision. Hey, if you're from out of Central, or you're out of Otago down here to Southland, wouldn't take you long to come and join us. You'll love this place and you'll love the atmosphere of NZSBK coming at you from Teretonga. Round number 4 of the championship. Yes, indeed, Taupo, Manfield through Ruapuna and now Teretonga. We take a 6-week gap and we'll be back to Hampton Downs up there in Auckland, and then finish at Taupo the following week. Till plenty of good action in NZSBK 2023. Coming at you with Aon and Pirelli.
Oh yeah, brilliant. That is fantastic. Well done to our Pro Twins. Love that. And they've got a 12-lap race later on in the program as well, so look out for that one there. But a big statement from Dave Fellows. Responded to the championship fight. He was 14 points down on Johnny Lewis. He's taken a 5 off that, so within 9 points now of that championship lead. Well done, Pro Twins. Also, Bob, congratulations, carries on his winning ways and stretches that advantage out by another 9 points or so. So that's a 20-point lead in the championship now for Bob Irving. So Pro Twin Racing heating up, loving it, every minute of it. So look out for it. Next up, awesome Supersport 600 race coming up next. They've got a massive 15 laps on the card, so looking excited about all of the action coming at round 4 of the Aon New Zealand Superbike Championships right here, Teretonga Park Raceway, on a beautiful sunny Invercargill day. And look out for it next, a massive feature-length 15-lap 600 Supersport race.